Previously on MKR.
The competition is on!
In Kitchen HQ.
The survival depends on this dish.
5 teams battled it out.
Looking good.
For the remaining 2 semi-final spots. After a tough fight.
Come on!
We are backing ourselves in.
2 teams rose above the competition.
But we're through to the semi-final.
Tonight, it's the semi-final.
2 teams progress to the grand final.
With Tommy and Rach.
We want to make it all the way to the grand final. We have the strength to do it. We have the focus to do it.
And Nick and Christian.
We are now the team that has cooked the most in this competition. We have earned our spot in this semi-final.
Against round 1 and 2 winners, Radha and Prabha.
We've been watching MKR since we were 13 years old. It's a dream come true. We're going to have everything on the plate tonight.
And Sonia and Marcus.
We've been focused on the grand final since day one. The only thing standing in between us and $100,000 is 3 teams.
Joining the judges again, international superstar and queen of home cooking, Nigella Lawson.
I'm astonished in a very good way.
As the teams fight
I don't need any distractions right now.
Stay focused.
to stay in the race,
If this isn't perfect, then we're going home.
to be crowned this year's MKR champions.
The first team through to the grand final is...
I think we've been focused on the grand final since day one. We're ready, we're prepared, and the only thing standing in between us and $100,000 is 3 teams.
How are we?
Good.
Hello, hello.
We're cooking for 2 of the best chefs in the country and Nigella Lawson.
First time cooking at Kitchen HQ. We're strapping ourselves in for a very big ride tonight.
As the final 4, the stakes were higher, the judges meant business. It was game on.
Teams, welcome to kitchen headquarters and the MKR semi-final. Well done to you all. You are now just 1 step from the grand final. How's everyone feeling tonight?
Fantastic.
Do you sleep well?
Sure do.
Full of energy? I cannot wait to eat your food today. Very exciting.
Radha and Prabha, Sonia and Marcus, you were victorious in your instant restaurants, and that's what got you here today.
And the thing is, you know, however you got here, all 4 teams really deserve your place. And now you've just got to show you deserve to go further.
Being so close to the grand final, tonight we are testing you with something exciting and familiar. The familiar is something you've been doing for years, creating an amazing 3-course meal. A main and a dessert, of course. But for exciting, instead of a traditional entree, we are asking for a 1-bite canape or Amuse Bouche.
We're Indians, we're not French. What is an amuse bouche?
As Manu will corroborate, so many of our cooking terms are French. And amuse bouche, amuse, you can work it out, bouche, mouth. What we're looking for is 1 single bite of joy.
I don't know many people that would have cooked a Amuse Bouche for their friends and family at home. That's a step up.
What you cook is your choice. And it better be bloody amazing, because for 1 team, just 1 bite will send you home. The team with the weakest canape or amuse bouche will be eliminated. All over in 1 bite.
Wow.
Oui, oui, my friends, oui,
Not
oui.
amused now, are ya?
The competition has gone right up.
So you've got to get everything you want on that 1 bite. It's got to be manageable. You've got to be able to deliver it in that size.
The remaining 3 teams will then create their mains and desserts. At the end of the night, the 2 teams with the best 3-course meal will be going through to the grand final. And the third team will be eliminated.
Bring it on.
Yes.
We've gotten through the most amount of eliminations out of the competition so far, so what's a couple more?
I like it. I'm keen to meet you in the grand final.
Oh, wow.
Teams, your kitchens are waiting for you to create your one-bite wonder. And the storeroom is packed with everything you possibly need. Good luck to you all. Head to your benches, put your aprons on, and your time starts now.
Good luck. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
This is for you, Mum?
Amuse Bouche. Do you reckon we'll Amuse Bouche the judges?
Where's my Bouche?
Ooh la la.
Right, so Amuse Bouche, one bite.
Someone's going home after the canape.
Yep.
We're backing ourselves in. We're acting like that's going to be perfect.
It's got to be like a nice, like, refreshing hit.
Yep.
Honey, I shrunk the kids, but honey, I shrunk the sheik kebab. Okay.
Salmon tartare.
With tara masalata.
Done.
Yeah.
All right, Mum, I'm going to go get the stuff.
All right.
Go, yeah, go.
Basket.
For the Amuse Bouche, we are making sheik kebab with mint yogurt and roti. Pomegranate. This idea came from our dad used to like these type of, meaty entrees. Hi-ya! So we wanted to showcase what our dad liked to eat. But they're smaller. I'm just getting the spices ready for the sheik kebab mince. We're hoping for a flavor explosion with the spices and the heat. All right, I'm putting this much in. Remember, we're putting fresh green chili, so it's gonna get more spicy. Yep. We're trying to do something very different. In an Indian Amuse Bouche, we're just hoping that our little hands can actually do the little job.
Radha and Prabha, how you going?
As much as I love talking to the other team members, not now. I don't need any distractions right now.
Oh, under pressure, are ya?
We're not.
There was no small talk. This was pure semi-final, round one, game time, and things are getting hot in the kitchen already.
Get a slightly bigger knife, I think. Ooh.
Beautiful. All
I
right.
think so I'm cutting up the pancetta. We're going to use some of it in the mushroom. The Amuse Bouche, we are doing a stuffed mushroom that's crispy with a little lemon butter.
So the mushrooms are going to be cooked in one batch. I'm going to mix up the paste.
Yep.
We'll taste that together and then chuck them into the oven.
Yep. This is a dish that we cook for our friends. It's the thing that you pick up, you put it in your mouth, and you're like, it's simple, but it's yum. I really don't want to go home on this damn Amuse Bouche.
No.
Tommy and Rach are starting with a stuffed mushroom.
You know, there's an old saying, life is too short to stuff a mushroom. Really, it is.
We're going to the grand final.
I
There's
know.
not even a question about it.
How's your Amuse booty going over there?
Bloody beautiful.
Yeah?
How's your booty going over there?
Pretty good.
Shaking.
Woo!
We're competing against Tommy and Rach today.
The Juliet to your Romeo. This salmon looks absolutely brilliant. So what I'm thinking for this, I'm just going to take the top part here.
Yep.
I'm going to skin it. It's the fattiest bit. It's got the nicest flavour to it. And then I'm just going to dice it up. Dress it in white soy and a little bit of lemon.
Love it.
For our Amuse Bouche today, we're going to be serving a salmon tartare with tarama. So this salmon, we want it to be that beautiful, delicate sort of tartare. It has to be the perfect bite. We need trumpets blaring, angels singing, clouds parting, rivers moving. That is what this Amuse Bouche needs to be. We know how much of a hit that kangaroo tartare was.
Yeah. Let's do it with some amazing Tasmanian salmon.
I'm feeling pretty good, Nico.
Nick and Christian are doing a salmon tartare with tarama.
See, I worry a bit there about texture.
Yeah, salmon is a fatty, soft kind of fish when it's cut in tartare. So
I know there is something a teeny bit 1970s cocktail party about that combination.
So I'm just going to go 200, 200.
Yep. Was it 200 or 300, Nick? Or 400? Or 500?
200, 200.
We have our plan. We know what we need to do. The chips for the entree need to be thick and not too big like this. These are too big. We want it to be able to fit in one bite, so I'm going to be very smart about how I chop these potatoes up. For our canape today, we're doing scallops on potato crisps with pea puree. It's about that.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah?
That looks good to me.
The thing is, you
Try
want
and get them
to be
into the
crispy.
salted water as soon as you can, Marcus, because they're going to start to go dark.
The reason we chose this recipe, you're serving something luscious like a scallop or something really humble and hearty like a chip. It's a fun bite. I think these are the right size. They're all just about a mouthful. The difference between our first attempt at the cooking and our second attempt was the teamwork.
And they'll shrivel up a
They'll
little
shrivel
bit
up
when they
fry, so
cook.
they won't be too big, which is what I'm confident about. The key here was that it's one bite. The teamwork is what helped us really shine in round 2. If we can pull that through today, no one can beat us.
This is going to amuse my Bouche more than anything.
Well, you're in a Amuse douche. All right, Mum, potatoes are officially dry.
I love the fact that Sonia and Marcus are still here in the competition. When they cooked for us the first time, Marcus was very confident, and then the communication started to break down in the kitchen. And now they're showing that they've matured, they know what to do, and it's nice to see the change in their team.
They've taken on all the criticism and they've moved on.
Just keep hustling, probably. We've got about 36 minutes left. Okay?
Right, yeah. And I'm gonna make the roti like Mum taught us, okay?
We need to get those mini rotis out straight away.
Yeah. I'm softening the dough now.
Just think of the competition and just smash that dough.
So Rada and Prabha are doing a sheikh kebab with minted yogurt and a little roti.
Sounds like it packs a punch already.
Yeah, but I can't imagine this as a small...
Like,
No, I know.
I'll just make a small roti.
Make little teeny, like, you know, doll's house size.
Are you trying to beat out your nerves of being back in the kitchen over there?
I'm imagining you and
That dough and your head, similar resemblance right now. All of this sentimental dishes we're putting up are part of our family that we're putting up right now. Okay, can I touch the dough? Perfect. It's soft, it's what Mum would like because she's taught me exactly how to make rotis. We need to get those taste testers done. We've always made sheikh kebab in normal plate size, never Amuse Bouche size. So the challenge here is to really shrink that into just one bite. And to be able to do that, the balance of flavors does change. I haven't actually prepared any sort of garnish at this stage yet.
that's okay because that's what I'm going to do, okay?
Hello there. I'm sorry. I don't mean to interrupt you.
We're just doing a taste test at...
I'd expect no less at this stage.
Prabha, can you just get me a plate or something? I'm just going to take these out so they can rest. I do want to actually taste it and see if the seasoning is right.
You seem very determined, quietly determined, you two.
Well, enough time to get
Right.
some taste
Are you
tester
happy
going.
with that?
I personally am very happy with that. Prabha, are you happy with that? Nigella grabs one and tastes it. Oh, my goodness.
It's not like eating food normally when you need flavours to build over time because it's this one bite.
Is that like a nod for approval, or is that like, oh, that's not good enough? We don't know.
I'm going to not get in your way
That's
anymore.
okay. Thank you so much for visiting.
Thank you so much.
We love you.
Absolute honour and privilege. I ate a chili while she was here.
Oh, snap.
Prabha?
How did you maintain your cool while
It's
doing this?
Nigella Lawson.
Just got my onion water here, Christian.
Yep.
For the tarama salata.
That's going to go on top of the salmon.
Tarama salata, it's one of my favourite dips growing up.
So good.
It's a Greek dip made out of
Cod
cod
roe.
roe. I'm going to use a whole can.
Sweet as. We've got fish 3 different ways for the Amuse Bouche.
And I'm going to balance this out.
I trust you. The balancing of each fish component to this dish is the key to balancing the flavours.
I want to do the Greeks proud with this one. Christian, have a taste.
Needs a bit more lemon
Yep.
to help even out that onion.
I'm liking where we're at this moment. We've got a lot of elements done. So I'm just going to do a small pita bread for today.
Yep. The biggest concern for our Amuse Bouche today is making sure that the pita doesn't lose its integrity. I mean, it is the basis for the entire dish.
All right, this pita bread's feeling good. It's all come together. If this isn't perfect, then we're going home. I'll cut out both sizes and we can make a decision.
Cool. That sounds like a plan.
Yeah?
Nick and Christian are working very well. I think they're very
Yes.
focused, very on the point, and they really want to win this whole competition.
How are you going, Christian?
Yeah, I'm all good, mate. Just getting rid of the last little bits of the bloodline through the salmon.
Yeah.
That I sort of missed in my haste to get it ready.
Amazing. You're doing great, babe. Keep
Thank you.
pushing. Feeling the pressure.
Pressure's on, you
Pressure's
know?
on. Like, That's plenty, I reckon, babe.
Do you think that's enough?
Yeah, garlic's so strong.
Right.
Let's not overpower it. And it's such a tiny little bite. Head chefy for the Amuse Bouche is definitely Tommy Boy.
I've just cooked off this lemon thyme and this garlic. The filling of the mushroom is truffle, garlic, and cheddar, ghost cheese, and it should be an explosion of all those flavours. Oh, it's looking very creamy and a little bit more truffle paste.
I think the truffle's fine, babe. Then they just need to be done because otherwise we're just never going to have time.
Tommy and Rach, how are we?
Good, getting there.
Stuffed mushrooms. So what's going on? What's in this?
So in this we have bacon, pancetta, and we have goat's cheese, a garlic.
And then what, you crumb it and you fry it?
Yeah, we crumb it and then we bake it.
And do you bake it? Oh, so you
Yes.
put the crumbs on top?
Yes.
Baking them in the oven, the mushroom will shrivel up.
Yeah, we make this for our mates and they
All
love
right.
it. Perhaps we could deep fry it to make the mushroom crunchy, but Tom and I have made this recipe so many times before that we felt confident that it was going to turn out how we planned. That's what we're doing. I've got my family and my friends in my heart.
Yeah, well, you might be seeing your family and your friends a lot quicker, do you know what I mean?
Colin,
If you-
that's okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Okay, that's okay.
You might be having a red wine with your family and
don't
friends
get in our
tonight.
heads.
That's
Don't
all
get
I'm
in our
saying.
heads.
Oh, you're not really listening to me, are you? Rach is not listening. She's blocked Colin out. All right, see you later.
Right.
Bye.
Don't get me wrong. We don't think that we're any class above Colin. We are just trying to do the best that we can with the time and the skills that we have.
Right, here's the alarm bells. The mushroom, if they're baking them in the oven, the mushroom will shrivel up underneath.
And all the breadcrumbs will just go to
And
the
you're
bottom
going
of
to
the
lose
tin.
all
So
that
they're not deep
moisture.
fried?
No, they're baking them.
I'm nervous. I don't want to disappoint you judges, but you just got to stay true to yourself.
15 minutes to go. Come on, hustle.
All right, so I'm dipping these mushies in a panko crumb here, and hopefully this panko crumb goes nice and crispy on the top.
Okay, so Mum, I'm gonna get going on the pea puree for the canape. You get going on the chips.
Sonia and Marcus, I've got a scallop on a potato crisp and pea puree.
A fish and chips with mushy peas.
Yes, it
A little
is.
posh take on it.
I'm just going to do a few at a time, not too many.
You need it to be crunchy, Mum. So our fate of the competition comes down to one bite. I know that this recipe is good if we can execute it in time.
One bite sends you home. One bite. Not one dish, one bite.
Okay, Mum, we have 12 minutes. I'm gonna add the peas now and just cook them down a little bit. So they're gonna
And remember,
cook
you
through.
have to hold some back. Don't puree them all.
Yeah.
I've got 4 ready to go. Okay, I'm making about 10 to 12. We've got the main elements ready. We've got the meat yogurt sauce done. Prabha's about to finish working that dough. We've done a bit of the taste tester of the sheikh kebab, but that still needs to get on the pan cooking. Do not want us to be eliminated because of this one bite. We want to give them everything that we've been taught, and we want to do it well.
How are your mushies doing?
Good, they're looking all right. Got to make sure that the stuffed mushrooms are in the oven for the right amount of time in order to get the panko crumb to crisp on top. I reckon they're about good, Rach. What are your thoughts?
Everything is riding on this Amuse Bouche. They look gorge.
All right.
Try the shittest one. That's shit, this
Yeah,
one.
that is shit.
Thoughts and feelings?
Would I go back for more? Absolutely.
Start doing your final tasting because you've only got 7 minutes.
Those need to be crispier. They're not crispy enough. I'm feeling like we've messed up some of these potatoes. That's too brown.
Too dark?
Too dark.
Okay.
I started to panic a little bit. I'm trying to keep a straight face so that I can stay focused,
Needs more seasoning.
Yep.
but I couldn't help but focus from the chips to the peas to the pancetta that wasn't cooked to the scallops that hadn't been cooked either.
Did you add lemon to this in the end, Mum?
No, I've cut it, but it's not added.
We've cut it very fine. There is literally like next to no time left on the clock. Once that pancetta is done, it's pretty much go time.
Yep.
So which pan is hot enough? Because I need butter, then I need tongs. We'll
Get
sear
some
them.
bigger
Well,
tongs.
go and get them. Your mother's doing something.
Listen to the lead.
You just got time to do now.
This is not good. Take it off, put it there, and get out of here, please. It's getting too hot.
Coming up, a small plate
Are we going to be blown away?
with big stakes
Oh.
will send one team home.
Has all of our work just been undone by one bite?
Then later,
First team to make it through to the grand final is
we've got 4 teams. This is the Wine Bite Amuse Bouche challenge. After this challenge, 1 team is going home.
We just need to do the scallops now, Mum.
Yes.
We haven't cooked our scallops and there's like 6 minutes to go.
That's barely enough time to plate these things properly.
We want to make sure that the scallops got a good sear on it, Mum.
Right, you need them all done now.
The scallops take about 2 minutes to cook, but that leaves us with literally next to no time to assemble a dainty, pretty chip.
Marcus has got butter in the scallop pan.
Ooh, that's a big portion for 1 mouthful.
Marcus, if they're too big for a crisp, rethink how you serve them.
Mum, I think there's a slight chance we might need to cut them in half. Just keep pushing.
Okay.
So I'm cooking up the scallops and they are simply just too big. The judges had said it needs to fit in someone's mouth.
Teams, you don't have long left. You've got 5 minutes.
Start from the right.
All right, I'm going to dress the salmon first. This is everything that they asked for. It's playful, it's fun.
Yeah.
Our Amuse Bouche is a rich, luscious bite.
Not everyone, it'll take longer to plate up than you think with a canape.
All right, let's go now.
Let's go.
Consistency is key, all right? I'll take it off now. All right, you happy with that?
Perfect, perfect,
All right,
perfect.
All right, let's do
I
this.
had a good 90% idea of visually of how we were going to present this dish.
All right, I'm putting a dollop of that nice yummy mint yogurt sauce.
And then we're gonna have that sheikh kebab on top of it. And then we've got garnish to think about.
If we don't piece it together, the onion will actually move off.
If this is our last cook, and if we're ending up going home tonight on this sheikh kebab, then we're leaving with no regrets today.
Have you tasted everything all together over there?
Yes.
You look happy. Oh, that's good.
Chop, chop.
I think there's a slight chance, Mum, that the scallops might be a bit big for 1 bite. So we can cut them in half, serve them as halves.
Okay.
If you serve something that's more than 1 bite, you're gone instantly. It doesn't even matter if it tastes good. Right now, so there's the scallop.
What's the time at, Rach?
3 minutes and 30 seconds. Do you need a hand? You know, it's a humble mushroom, but it seriously delivers, and we want to make it all the way to the grand final. This one looks good, this one looks good.
Grab the crispiest ones.
Yep. I'll do some lemon at the end.
2 minutes, guys, and then someone is going home. So come on.
We're gonna mint yogurt sauce this like a production line. Okay. I'm gonna feed a family of mice.
Second question, have you tasted one?
We've tested 2.
Happy?
Very.
Good.
This is crazy that we're cooking a dish for Nigella.
Chervil.
All right, that's it. You've got 60 seconds left. 1 minute.
Oh, I love a push. I love it.
No, that's okay. Prabha, you need to calm down, okay?
After this, Christian, it is a 1 in 3 chance of being MKR champions.
Go, 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 go.
Here we go. 30 seconds left on the clock.
Sorry. Got it.
Oh, I'm so happy, Tom. They're cooked perfectly. They're absolutely Moorish.
Come on.
No peas.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That's it. Move away from your benches.
We did it.
That was so stressful. Holy God.
Far out. We did it.
Proud of you.
Well done, teams. Thank you for your efforts.
And now we'll taste your dishes. Thanks, guys.
I am so looking forward to trying all 4 canapes, but I am absolutely dreading having to send 1 team home.
Sonia and Marcus, please bring them your canapes.
Okay, Mum, let's do it. I was rattled by that last little bit of cooking.
Thank you.
And I'm not sure if we're going home or not.
It was done to the wire, wasn't it?
I'm a little bit disappointed with the plating, but hopefully the flavour balance is enough.
Oh, we shall see. Remember, 1 bite.
Sonia, Marcus, is this enough to get you through to the next round?
I think we've just scraped through.
Thank you.
The first impression that we've given Nigella of our food was that chip could have been crisper.
I hope that that doesn't send us home.
Nick and Christian, can you please bring your salmon tartare?
The thing that I love about this Amuse Bouche, it's combining two of our strengths, our tartare and our pita bread.
Are you guys happy?
Yes, chef.
Yes.
Happy with all the textures?
Yep.
Very confident, boys.
Yep.
Yep.
Well, let's hope you've taken on all our advice.
Something's wrong.
I don't like how long it's taken Manu to pick up our Amuse Bouche. I was happy, but now I'm starting to worry.
Thank you.
Has all of our work in this competition just been undone by one bite?
Okay, Tommy and Rach, you're up.
Let's go. There's a lot riding on this one little bite.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh, I was petrified.
Teamwork, how did it work today? Was it strong?
It was strong, very proud of us. We're here for the long run.
Let's hope your stuffed mushroom is enough to keep you in the competition.
I was sort of worried that we haven't done enough technical elements to keep us on par with everyone else's. My concern is that the simplicity of the single mushroom may not have been enough.
Thanks, guys. You can head back to your bench.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Radha and Prabha, can you please bring your Amuse Bouche? Thank you.
We were very happy with how everything was tasting. For me, it was definitely spicy, but would they think that that's too spicy for one bite?
Are we going to be blown away, or are our socks going to be knocked off?
If you're wearing them, we're hoping that they'll be knocked off.
Let's see.
My heart is beating very loudly. I see Manu. The chilies hit him. We don't want our chili to be so spicy that it just ruins their palate.
Do you reckon everything's balanced on this dish?
When we tried it, we believed everything was in harmony and in balance, which is why we're mildly confident to serve that to you today.
Mildly. Do you think this is mild?
He guys know.
Thank you.
This dish could send us home right now. Yeah.
Have to survive the canape because the grand final is where we want to go.
This one bite of food will determine our fate in this competition.
We want this. We want to win. Nice to put on that crown.
Teams, what we saw in your kitchens was exactly what we wanted to see.
You each gave us a different sort of canape done as well as it can be.
Sadly, for one team, that won't be enough. Because that one bite that you served us is about to send you home.
Radha and Prabha, you gave us sheikh kebab with mint yogurt and roti.
I think you understood the challenge. You packed a lot into a very little mouthful.
The chili was a little bit of a surprise. I think it was a mouthful of explosions of flavors.
Flavor, joy, and memories, and that's what your canape gave me. Well done.
I was really happy. It has definitely sparked a hope in both of us that we potentially could take out the title of MKR. Yeah.
Sonia and Marcus, scallop on potato crisp with pea puree. The combination of flavors, yum. The crisp of the potato, not so crispy.
I'm glad you actually cut the scallop in half because I was wondering how we were going to fit that rather large scallop into our mouths.
Thank you.
Thank you. The flavours were right. Yes, the chips could have been a bit more crispy, but we knew that.
Right, Nick and Christian, you gave us your little pieces with salmon tartare and tarama salata. Boys, the texture was very tacky. You couldn't really tell where the salmon ended and the tarama began because it becomes one. You've got to think about texture more.
The flavours are on point, but we're dropping the ball on the texture. And this is the wrong day to be missing the texture.
It does not feel good.
There's a high possibility that we're not making it through this first elimination.
Tommy and Rach, your stuffed mushroom. Very nostalgic. Brought me back to the 70s. The goat's cheese and mushroom work well. You had the crumb, but I would have liked the mushroom totally crumbed and deep fried for that crunch.
You chose something which sounds terribly simple, but it's actually very, very hard to get right because when you bake a mushroom, you can't get it crunchy.
Thank you.
Thank you. We've made this dish time and time again, and it's flawless. So there was a part of me that was definitely a little bit taken back to hear that feedback.
It's been lovely getting to know you all, but unfortunately, we have got a verdict to deliver.
Right now, it's either Tommy and Rach or us.
One of us is going home.
After some considerations, the team that we all believe fell just behind the others was...
It's the first elimination of the semi-final, and one team is about to be sent home.
Going head-to-head with Nick and Christian, I could feel my heart beating in my throat. We would love to see them succeed, but we want to stay in the competition too.
I'm sick in the gut, waiting to hear which team is going home. Because it's either us or Tommy and Rach, and I would hate to see them go.
But you know what? I'd prefer for us to stay.
It's been lovely getting to know you all, but unfortunately, we have got a verdict to deliver.
The team that we all believe fell just behind the others was... Tommy and Rach.
I was really disappointed, but ultimately I just felt an overwhelming sense of pride that we had made it this far.
How are you guys feeling?
Disappointed, but grateful.
Very grateful.
It's been a joy to have you both in the MKR kitchen. You've been a breath of fresh air. But unfortunately, your time in this competition has come. Au revoir and good luck.
Thank you. The competition has been amazing. We've had highs, we've had lows, we've had everything in between. Well done.
I'm missing Rach already.
Teams, look at yourselves. Top 3, well done.
Top 3, Mum. We're on a podium no matter what now. Bronze medal, silver medal, gold medal.
Right, so there are 2 courses left to be cooked and 2 spots in the grand finale up for grabs.
We get to showcase our main and our dessert. We get to cook more for Nigella.
Teams, you've 1 hour to serve your mains, and your time starts now.
Firstly, okay.
We made it.
We made it, we survived. It's time for the cotoletta with the tornado. I don't want to cut this thin.
Main. Okay. We're doing the chili masala crab with the rice and a cucumber and onion salad.
Ox tongue, tuna gravish.
Yeah.
What we know now, we need texture. For main course, we are serving ox tongue with tuna gravish. My favourite thing about using something like ox tongue, it's going to show off what we know about food. All right, so if you get started on the spuds, I'm going to get started straight away on getting the ox tongue ready.
Yep.
So usually with ox tongue, you'd be looking at braising it for a couple of hours. I don't have a couple of hours. I've got a matter of minutes. So this step for the tongue is the pressure cook. Couldn't be more fitting for today. So I'm putting these ox tongues for the main course into a pressure cooker and get them braising. We're gonna go high pressure because that's gonna cut down our cooking time.
Yep. This
is a real chefy dish. Cooking and serving something to the judges that they eat and cook a lot of themselves, it's nerve-wracking.
Everybody's going to be under pressure
I
soon.
don't know how that tongue is going to get cooked in time.
Under pressure.
I know, even that. Even
Have you
so.
ever cooked a tongue in a pressure cooker? Will
No.
it explode?
I don't know. I like to see what's going on in the pot.
I know, I don't like being left out.
This is for the rice. Go put it on there. For the main course, we're making a chili masala crab with rice and cucumber and onion salad. I'm just gonna start working on getting the spices ready for it. This is a very important dish because this is a dish Mum has entrusted with a beautiful recipe. I really need this to work. If we don't do this dish well, we're letting Mum's flavors down, we're letting her stories down, we're letting Dad down. You know, there's so much things riding on this chili masala crab that there is no other option but to do that. Okay, rice is going in on the 46th minute, okay? Okay. That chili masala crab sauce is so rich and spicy. It's very important to balance the flavors of this right now and for the main, because essentially it will either make or break the dish. Oh, the chilies are starting to get to me now. Yep.
So right on Prabha, I've got a chili masala crab.
Can you just smell the curry leaves that are getting fried?
Yes.
Stunning.
Yes.
All right, I need this to cook.
I think they are very strategic cooks because if they get that sauce for their curry right now, they don't have to do anything else to
The rest is
and
just,
then all they're doing is letting the crab cook in the, gently in the heat of the sauce.
They are the secret assassins of flavour.
Okay, so Mum, my batter for the pork is done. I'm about to coat them. I'm just bashing them a little thinner so they cook a little bit more evenly and consistently. For the main, we're cooking pork cotoletta tonato with fennel salad. Now, Mum, what do you think of the fact that we're serving a schnitzel in a semi-final?
Well, it's a cotoletta, actually.
Very
and
similar.
Very, very similar. But I think it seems humble, but it is...
Full of flavour, and it's very us, Mum.
A pork cotoletta is just a schnitzel jazzed up Italian style. That's it.
Schnitzel is one of my favourite dishes to eat. Like, I love it. So we've been able to soup this recipe up and make it full of flavour. I think it's, particularly with that sauce, going to be very well received. Pork is prepped, crumbed, ready to fry. So, Mum, I'm going to crack up the egg and make the mayonnaise. For the tonato, Mum, a tonato sauce, which is like a rich, smooth, creamy tuna sauce.
We sometimes just use it as a dip.
I'm about to blend up all the ingredients for the tomato sauce. I think it might need a bit more tuna. How do you feel, Mum?
We just need to stay focused.
Well, we learned in the last cook that time management is massively important. And I'll start frying soon, but I was hoping we'd have more of this salad done. We just got to work a little bit faster, I think.
All right, I'm just gonna stir this. I need to taste this. Yep. Taste everything. Can you taste that? That's good, isn't it? A bit of jaggery for that. Yeah, we will have some jaggery in here, but I need the crab. The crab? And I can now feel the heat in my throat. The masala was definitely spicy. It kicks you right straight in the throat. And then put it in. Put it in. Put it in. All right, let's pop it in now.
Right on Prabha, they're using blue swimmer crab, which is an absolutely amazing seafood in Australia. I'm looking forward to that.
It's going to get messy.
It's going to get messy, but...
Sorry.
it cooks very quickly, so if you leave it in the curry for too long, it could just disintegrate.
Go get the coconut cream, put the lid on that. I've got your jaggery happening. I'm not sure how much jaggery you need, so I'm giving you as much as I can, okay? That's enough. Jaggery is basically cane sugar. And it just adds that level of sweetness like sugar can't. Okay, great. The thing that Mum told us about the crab is that it needs to rest, okay? And that's like literally the last element
to cooking this crab, but I need to keep the lid on it. The chili masala crab is all dependent on the spices and the balance of it, and then being infused into the crab during the resting time. And so it literally can make or break this dish at this point. At this stage, I am literally holding my breath right now.
James, that's it. You've got 30 minutes left.
And right now, all I can hear in the back of my head is Mum telling us to hurry the hell up.
Halfway through, we're looking pretty good right now, Nico.
Yes, we are.
Let's do it, Mum. I've got to work fast. Got to work fast.
So, half the time is gone.
Do we put all our effort into this course now, or worry about later on?
See, there's dessert and the main course.
Yeah, there's so much work, but you've got to be clever how you organize yourself.
All right, we're gonna start on dessert right now. And we've got to put that in the fridge and let that set, okay? Which cream did you use? It was this one. For dessert, we are serving a rosewater and cardamom panna cotta with a pistachio crumb. 2 cups, yes? Yes, 2 cups of heavy cream. It's a dessert that I have sort of concocted myself, and it's a fusion dessert. It's a Western panna cotta, but with some Indian flavors. I've got this much cardamom, so all of it? Yeah, all of it. We might potentially be needing a little bit more. The dessert is us, you know. We somehow have to incorporate me and Prabha on a plate. And then what we're going to do is then we're going to put some rose water in there as well. So it's just a couple of drops of rose water. Otherwise, it will overpower with the perfume taste. I'm pouring it in now, okay? I'll hold it for you, just inside. Yep, you've got it. I'm kind of nervous about our dessert because we stuffed it up in our instant restaurant. Panna cotta needs enough time for it to set beautifully and have that nice wobble. Set it in now. I'm just horrified right now. If that dessert's not set in that fridge, we're gonna have a sloppy panna cotta. Then our dessert is in jeopardy and we're going home. Yeah.
After the curry, a panna cotta, it's exactly the right finish to that menu.
Okay, I'm going to start on the meringue now.
For dessert, we're making a hazelnut dacquoise with a chocolate hazelnut mousse.
You're toasting the hazelnuts?
Yeah. Now I'm going to add a little bit of vanilla from these gorgeous plum pods.
A dacquoise is a cross between a macaron and a sponge cake. It's a little bit like a meringue, and it's generally got toasted nuts through it.
It needs at least 45 minutes in the oven, and then they can't be warm when you put the mousse filling because otherwise you will have melted mousse.
So if I don't get this done now, we don't really have a base for our dessert.
So I've finished the meringue, I'm about to pipe it.
Sonia and Marcus have got their meringues.
Looks the most confident I've seen her.
Here we go.
She's in her element now.
Absolutely.
I'm
Happy with the meringue the way it is. If I can get these into the oven, that's one less thing to worry about.
I was hoping to make the mousse for my dessert, but there'll be no time. We have to get moving with this main course and get it on the plate.
Yeah, I'm going to get these ox tongues out. For main course, we are serving ox tongue with tuna graviche. This is a weird dish. It's offal, it's tuna, and it's delicious. But the major worry right now, has that ox tongue had enough time to cook? Opening up the pressure cookers.
It's cooked.
It is cooked. Thank God. The tongue is cooked. It feels exactly like I want it to. It's got that corned beef consistency. So the skin's coming off this really well.
So Nick and Christian, I've got ox tongue with tuna graviche. The key of cooking the tongue is braising it well. If it's not braised, then it's going to be chewy.
I know.
And then you take that outer casing of
That membrane
the
really
outside
has to come off.
because you don't need it. And then you've got that succulent meat.
I love tongue.
Yeah, love it, love it.
I'm just slicing it into sort of mouth-sized bites.
Yep.
And I'm going to chuck this in the oven to keep it warm. I'm going to turn down the temperature of the oven and leave the tongue in there just to rest. Nice and soft.
Yeah.
Because if this isn't perfect, moist, gelatinous goodness, it's over.
Nick and Christian just put the tongue in the oven.
Yes.
not covered with liquid, and so it will get dry. Maybe their ambition outstrips their abilities.
I think so.
I have a terrible feeling. I hope not.
The pork for the main, Mum, I need to start cooking now. If I don't do schnitzel, it's going to be the same story all over again.
Yep, great, start.
I'm going to fry 2 minutes on each side, Mum. To just do a tester.
Yep.
Obviously, the schnitzel is a bit thick. If something goes wrong, we should have the backup plan for the oven ready.
Yep.
I'm slightly worried that pork is too thick, and I don't see how they can cook it without burning the crumbs. It's a lot of pork.
25. I don't think this pork is cooked yet. Mum, I've checked the temp. It's almost golden brown now, but it's way undercooked. So I'll get them golden brown, and then I'll chuck them in the oven to finish. That way it's not burning on the outside, OK?
Hello there. Tell me, what are you doing? Are you going to steep those in anything?
So Nigella's in my kitchen. Someone that I've watched from afar, who I've read all her books.
And are you serving them like that, or are you going to cut them in any way, or...?
I reckon we might serve them whole. I get it, she's your idol, but we are in crunch time now.
Yes, don't...
Keep moving, Mum. Please. Can you just clear the bench?
Yep.
We'll unclutter our heads.
Yep.
It'll work actually a lot faster.
Sure.
He's bossy, isn't he?
I could have actually killed you in that moment.
It's such a hard balance because you never want to be the rude son who tells his mum off.
You know, Marcus, it's very good that you're confident, but you must remember that your mum has been cooking for a lot longer than you have.
Did you hear that?
She does know what she's talking about.
You're right, but sometimes if there's no leader, then we go nowhere.
That's true, but with respect.
Yeah, of course. Thank you, Nigella. We are in a cooking competition right now, and there's things to do.
OK, guys, 10 minutes left on the clock. Come on.
10 minutes, and you need to leave yourself time to plate.
Come on, you're letting...
Chuck it in. I worry that the pork won't cook properly. OK, so that's 2. We need these pork done in time, otherwise we're going home. Let me just check the temp. I'm feeling flustered. This is going to be a tight one again.
Teams, you've got 5 minutes left. Try everything before you serve it to us.
The cabbage for the charcuterie is cooked. Potato is done. Cabbage and the potatoes, they need to be crunchy. You happy with that, Oxton?
Yeah.
Wait, don't do that just yet, OK? We've got to put some rice. How are you going to want to put the rice on?
Mum, these are pretty much cooked. Almost. So can you get the plates on the table, Mum? Otherwise, we're not going to be able to present as well as we want.
Yes,
Fryer, oven, plate, fryer, oven, plate. And I'm just going up and down, up. I don't know why it had to be so complicated.
You've got to leave yourself time to plate.
So I'm feeling pretty good.
Yeah.
We've got those differences in texture and flavour.
Yeah.
We've got everything that's going to play with each other. We don't have time to think about how we want to present this. We just need to get everything on the plate.
Let's start plating the crab now.
OK, Mum, that's the one that's gone back in the oven. Other than that, the rest are cooked.
2 minutes, guys. Let's go. Push.
I do apologise for using my hands, but at this stage, my hands are the only things that can grab these finicky little pieces. I think Mum would be very proud.
All right, teams. We've got 1 minute left. Come on, guys. 1 minute.
You move over, move over.
All right, Nico, this is looking really nice on a plate. There's colour differences, there's textural differences.
Mum, I know we got stressed, but I'm very proud of you.
All right, here, just look last, look. All right, just bring it a bit closer.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it, time. Move away from your benches.
You okay, my God? Just breathe now. Give me a hug. Well done.
That was the quickest.
I'm too old for
that was
this.
the quickest hour I think I've ever gone through.
I'm proud that we got that dish out, and we just have to sit and wait now and see what the judges actually think.
Let's try the first dish, shall we? We're going to start with Sonia and Marcus.
We're happy that the mains are out. We just don't like the way we're feeling.
I don't feel confident. Serving undercooked pork is my biggest fear.
Bon appetit.
Thank you.
That is cooked to perfection, though.
This is what I think Sonia cooks for her family. And, I mean, if I went to Sonia's house, I'd be very happy.
I mean, it is lovely and juicy.
It's still crisp on the outside, it's pink in the middle. Like, that's everything you want from a pork cutlet.
But this tonato, this is not quite how it should be. A tonato normally is satiny and smooth, and I think there's a teeny bit of graininess.
Okay.
But I have to say, I think the fennel and apple work very well.
Really, I think it's a good dish.
It's a happy plate of food.
Yes. All right, oh, let's try the next dish. So we've got Nick and Christian.
This is such an outside-of-the-box dish. That's what I'm hoping will put us above the other dishes that have been served.
Thank you.
We're taking a gamble. Of course we are. It's a competition.
Let's have a look at this tongue. That tongue is cooked beautifully.
Texture's good.
So I was worried about the tongue, but they'd sliced it and they'd put it back in the oven and it wasn't covered. And
I was worried,
because if it dries out, it's not a very nice piece of meat. But this is moist, succulent.
I mean, it could have been nice pan-fried, though, to bring a bit of caramelization.
Or a bit of char grill in there.
Yes, smart, I have to say. I do think they listened when we're talking about texture, because these little bits of potato chips, which are not going soggy, they're having that crunch at the end.
The cabbage has still got a bit of texture, a bit of acidity, that's what you want.
I think it delivers.
Yeah. OK, so I think we should try Radha and Prabha's dish.
It can all come down to it's too spicy for them.
Thank you. Wow.
Or just being imbalanced. That could send us home.
Thank you so much.
Would you like me to do the honours? I'm a bit worried about that soup.
It's very kind of you. It's nice to be looked after.
It's a sign of love. Wow, it's pretty hands-on.
Crab's cooked beautifully.
There's the intense heat just traveling in my mouth.
There's a lot of little elements going on.
There's the acidity from the tamarind, but it's missing a little sweetness, I find.
3 different plates of food.
Yes.
Yeah, all 3 dishes achieve what they wanted, but there is a difference in the kind of level being achieved.
Yep.
But dessert is to come, and it's all still to play for.
James, come on in.
Come on, let's go.
Welcome back.
We're only 1 dish away from the grand final. We just need to really pull our heads in for dessert.
James, it's time for the ultimate finish. Right now, it's too close to call a winner.
We really need to pull our socks up and knock out this dessert. This is for the grand final.
Yeah. Your dessert course must be plated in 45 minutes. And your time starts now.
OK, so, Mum, goals.
So I'll melt the chocolate now because it needs to set.
For dessert, we are making a hazelnut chocolate dacquoise.
Just removing these dacquoise from the ring.
During the main, I had prepared the dacquoise. The dacquoise itself is the disc of meringue cake, which is the top and the base for our dessert.
It's a cross between a macaron and a sponge cake.
Hazelnut chocolate dacquoise is something that I make regularly. It's light, flavoursome, because it's got roasted nuts in it, and then you could be really creative with the filling. I've chosen a chocolate hazelnut mousse.
Let me do that. That's more of a monotonous task. You focus on the mousse.
I'm doing these because they're very, very delicate, Marcus.
Well, the less idle I am, the better. Right now.
I'm going to tell you one last time.
Okay,
we already agreed on this, OK?
Yeah, I promise.
I did what you asked me to for the other course, so that's what you're going to do now.
100%.
OK.
I'm with you. Mum, the reins are handed over to you. You're the dessert queen. The captain sinks with the ship, though. Just remember that.
Marcus, you can watch the chocolate. That's still got to melt.
The dessert is very personal, and if it doesn't go well, I'll be blaming myself for us leaving the competition.
And this is only 45 minutes for a dessert, and we've only got one element done. So we've got another 2 still to do. So I'm a little bit concerned about the time.
Should have done that mousse when I did the decor. I'm not going home on a failed dessert.
All right, they're ready to go. So when we're ready to plate, these are ready to go.
So we've already sent 1 team home out of 4.
Yep.
We've got 3 teams left, 3 desserts. 2 is going to be great, and 1 perhaps not good
Well,
enough.
I don't know. You know, at this stage, really, it's hard to say. It could be that they all make wonderful desserts.
Yeah.
At this level, it is
Yeah.
quite hard to have to be sending someone home.
I'm gonna get started on the crumb.
For dessert, we're serving poached apple with whiskey caramel.
This crumb needs to be nice and golden.
This is an adult version of an apple crumble. All right, this dessert, we need to get every kind of right.
Yeah.
It's outside the box.
And it's balanced in flavour. But tonight, we need to focus on it being balanced in texture.
We came here to get to the grand final and to win, bro.
Yep.
So we got to leave everything on the plate here, man.
I know.
Desserts have been our Achilles heel throughout the entire competition. We're not dessert people.
We've got the crumb that's going to have the texture.
Yep.
If we're going to listen to the judges' feedback, we need this texture. That crumb needs to be crunchy.
You just need to really pull through today. Okay, pistachio crumble. For dessert, we are serving a rosewater and cardamom panna cotta with a pistachio crumb. We prepped a little bit of this dish in our main. It survived the test. Okay. All right, let's put it back in when we're ready for plating. So we definitely have made this dessert a lot of times at home. Is it like soft? Soft. Yep, and just put it on a tea towel. Yeah. And then give it a good rub. Yep, the skins will come off nicely. Pistachios are one of our favorite nuts to work with, and we've incorporated that into a beautiful panna cotta dessert to become nice, crispy, crunchy crumb. I'm just crumbling it right now.
Ran and prabha Indian desserts are usually not really loved by the public as much as other desserts or other cuisines. They're doing a panna cotta tonight, which has got Indian flavors in it. That's very clever.
Wow, I love the idea of that.
Because they did have a disaster the first time around. Their entree, their main were standout, and the dessert let them down.
I'm a little nervous at this stage. Prabha, it could be us going home.
30 minutes to go. Come on, guys.
How long does the mousse take to set, Mum?
I don't know, maybe 10, 15 minutes, depending on how quickly. We might need to put it in the freezer for a bit.
I'm worried that's too runny to pipe. It should have been set and in the fridge.
Mousse needs quite a bit of time to set in the fridge.
Gelatin, gelatin, gelatin.
But I'm going to add some gelatin so that I can get it to set really, really quickly.
All right, so, Marcus, I've made the gelatin mixture for the mousse.
Yep.
I don't know if it's going to work. It's taking a really big risk, but I can't figure out any other way to get it to set in that short time.
Gelatin's in, chocolate's nice and smooth.
So now Sonia has been called the dessert queen.
She got a 10 out of 10 for her Blom Alaska.
If we can just get the cream in on time now, we'll be able to do this,
Done.
okay?
Okay.
It's 2 spots for the grand final. They seem to all really want to go through. But they need more than just wanting.
We've just worked too hard to go home now and over dessert. Can you imagine the irony of going home over dessert?
Yeah, I agree.
I don't want it to be the one that lets us down for what could be our final cook.
A string. Get me some string. I need to tie
String?
it up.
Okay.
Something.
Okay, go. Quick. We need to get it in the freezer, like, now.
If the mousse doesn't set in time, we have no dessert.
I'll hold it. You tie it. Go. Okay, good.
Oh, no.
Shit. Okay, straight in the freezer. Keep that twisted.
We can't really serve a decor with no filling.
Putting the apples into the poaching liquid now. That way you can focus on that caramel, because that's going to take most of the time.
Who doesn't like a warm caramel on top of their apple crumble?
Exactly.
Nice and thick as well, Christian. Adding a bunch of salt and the whiskey to this caramel, it's going to really help balance it out so it's not too sweet. I know that this caramel can take quite a bit of whiskey, but I'm going to start with 1/4 cup, and then I'm going to continue to add as I taste.
We need to get a lot of whiskey into that caramel, because if it doesn't taste like whiskey, if anyone's going to let us know, it's Colin.
Taste. The whiskey can't be too overpowering, though. It still needs to taste like a caramel.
How much whiskey's in there?
6 tablespoons.
I reckon we could go 1 more tablespoon in there.
Yeah.
OK, guys, 10 minutes left on the clock. Come on!
Here we go. Ready? I demold the panna cotta. We need the plate in less than a minute. I know. I'm going to test it. Eating the dessert as a whole, I was so worried. Okay. Is it overpowering with the rose water? Is it overpowering with the cardamom? Yeah, okay. It's perfect for our liking, but we don't know the palate of the judges. One at a time. You also one at a time. I know it's a big risk to show a non-Indian dessert, but a fusion dessert. But if we want to get into the grand final, we have to up our game. Oh, God, it's not coming out proper. Let me do it. Okay, you're panicking. Let me do it. Yeah. Swap.
Guys, you've got 5 minutes. If you haven't started plating, something's going wrong.
It's going to be right down to the wire. We are minutes away from the final elimination of the competition.
Can't afford to wait any longer for the mousse. Shit. I've gone to start piping it.
Oh, God.
And it won't come out of the nozzle.
Well, she's got an air bubble in her thing now.
Shit.
Teams, you don't have long left.
Someone's going home after this. Let's go. Push.
Shit.
What's wrong?
I've gone to start piping the mousse.
Oh, God.
Shit. It's not budging. Shit. Won't come out of the nozzle.
She's got an air bubble in her thing now.
Right. Scissors.
What I think has happened is it's set too much.
Okay. Come on, Marcus. Quick, go.
Go.
It's just no more time. So I need to start putting blobs of mousse onto the decoir.
Listen, you've got 3 minutes. 3 minutes.
So, little fan of apples.
Yep.
Plating up this dish, every single emotion is going through us.
Caramel over that.
Caramel over that. Coat the apples in it. It could be our last dish in the competition.
The consistency is what I wanted.
Move it to the side. Mother, wow. Okay, here, I've done that one.
It's not going to be prettily piped.
You know what, Mum? This is still beautiful, and I don't care.
It's not the prettiest thing.
Christian.
Yep.
Tasty. That's bloody good.
Teams, this is your last 2 minutes.
We're gonna just do what we can do. I'm happy with the wobble. Put some fresh raspberries on there.
All right, just push it down. Right, little dusting of cocoa powder.
1 minute left. Only 2 teams will move forward from here. Let's go.
This is it. It's do or die right now.
The moment of truth is upon us.
Go.
Go, guys. This is it. Come on.
Got everything on the plate.
A little bit more cream. Oh, no, I better not. I'm going to leave it now.
Come on, let's go. We're almost there.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Move away from your benches.
That's it. It's all over.
Yeah, I know.
Oh.
I'm bloody proud.
I love you, bro.
Get in here, brother. Seriously. What a partnership. You did it.
Mum, I'm very, 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 very proud of you.
Teams, you've done all you can do. Now take a break while we taste your final course. Thanks, guys. Let's try Radha and Prabha's dessert.
I wanted to infuse a Western dessert panna cotta with some Indian flavors. I am happy to serve this to the judges.
Thank you so much.
But we don't know. Do they like a lot of sweet in their panna cotta?
Just check the wobble there. Oof.
It's good.
That's on point.
All right.
I'm glad that the cardamom is not overpowering.
There's those beautiful Indian notes in there.
Yeah.
It's not too sweet, which I really enjoy too. It's a good dessert, I think,
Yeah.
compared to what we've had from Rada and Prada. This is definitely a level up.
It just needs a little bit of texture, huh?
Little biscuit to go on the side with that. Should we try the next dessert?
Yeah, definitely.
It's the last dish.
Of the semi-final. We've given everything that we could into this cook.
Thank you so much.
I'm 100% happy with this dessert. And if this is the dish that we go out on, there is nothing but pride.
Well, it's not great plating, but let's see if it's good.
Whiskey caramel, well, that's a bonus.
Oh. Wow, wow, wow.
Hope we don't get breathalyzed on the way home after this.
I don't know if it says something about me, but I don't find it too much. I feel it's giving it a slight punchiness, which otherwise it would lack. I'm astonished, I have to say, in a very good way.
We've talked about texture. They finally listened to us on texture. Soft apple, crunchy crumble. The caramel sauce, a little bit too much on the whiskey for me.
But if you eat it with that little bit of cream, it mellows it out.
For me, it tastes better than it looks, to be honest with you. Next one, please. Sonia and Marcus.
I've wanted the grand final since the competition started. I've wanted it so badly today. We've worked very, very hard for it.
Thank you so much.
But it's been down to the wire for all 3 courses now. The mousse was not exactly what we would have played it up, but it's a good dessert.
I'm just praying that it's enough.
It's rather charming looking. Okay, then, I'm going in.
Go in.
Sonia's put up some great desserts in this competition. Is this enough to get them through to the grand final?
This dessert is the most important dessert we've ever made. It will be the difference between going through the grand final or hanging up our aprons.
We're down to the final 3 teams. We're in the top 3 and no one can take that away from us.
I'd love to take top spot and that the judges say, right, you're straight through to the grand final.
Rada and Prabha, Nick and Christian, Sonia and Marcus. You all deserve to stand with pride. You worked so hard to get here, and you did not let yourselves down with all the efforts that you put in today.
It's now time to reveal our thoughts and find out which 2 teams will go through to the MKR Grand Final.
Rada and Prabha, we're going to start with you. Chili masala crab with rice and cucumber and onion salad. Yum.
When we cracked into that crab, beautiful, succulent, it just cooked in the residual heat of that curry. And I would happily eat that dish again.
I just felt that your curry sauce could have had a little bit more balance. I felt there was a lot of heat, a lot of tamarind, missing a little bit of sweetness.
It was hugely enjoyable, and it was only the great sadness to me that because I was wearing a white suit, I had to eat a bit more delicately than I wanted to.
Dessert. Rosewater panna cotta with pistachio crumb. I think the most important part of panna cotta is the wobble. And we got the wobble. It was just holding on the plate.
I was so glad that the cardamom wasn't too overpronounced and the rose water was a little bit pared back, which I'm happy about. pistachio crumb, yeah, whatever. I wanted texture, right? Something else, like a panna cotta, as good as it is to eat, there's elements we can lift. So, you know, if you go on, you need to think about how am I going to lift that dish.
Thank you. With the feedback that the judges have provided, it has definitely sparked a hope in both of us that we potentially could end up going through to the grand final.
Nick and Christian, for main course, you gave us ox tongue with tuna gribiche. The tongue, it wasn't too soft. It had a little bit of texture, and I love the gelatinous part the tongue offers.
What you showed us was that you can learn and you can take criticism. You got a lot of texture into your main course. Those little potatoes worked incredibly well.
Thank you.
That dish was like restaurant quality, but presentation, boys, and it was like a flag. Purple, white, and brown. I don't know what country that is, but it looked like a flag. Really need to knuckle down on the plating.
Yep.
Now dessert. Poached apple with whiskey caramel.
That caramel, mate, you know I like whiskey, but that was a smack in the mouth. But after the second bite and you eat the cream, you eat the apple, it was actually really enjoyable. The only thing that let you down on that was the presentation.
I don't know if we've done enough.
Sonia and Marcus. Main course, pork cotoletta with tomato and fennel salad. The cotoletta was cooked perfectly. The tomato, either tried to get it smoother or chunkier, but it was in between. And the texture for me was a little wrong.
If you worked for me and you gave me that pork, I'd be very happy, Marcus. The pork was blushing pink, had the crunch on the outside.
You can cook. Your food has such wonderful flavour, but time management is what let you down in the dessert, your hazelnut chocolate dacquoise. You did need to make the mousse before. You didn't need to put yourself in that panic at the end.
The chocolate mousse elements of that dish could have been made so far in advance, sat in the fridge, it wouldn't have needed the gelatin.
Dacquoise is one of my favorite cake base. It's delicious. I love it. And the chocolate mousse in the middle, I really enjoyed the flavor, but I'm so sorry to say the texture of the mousse, not so good.
We struggled as a team tonight, but the food was still good.
We've still got a chance. I want that hard work to pay off. I want to be in that grand final.
It was a thrill to watch you all cook, but a decision had to be made. The first team to make it through to the grand final is...
It's gonna be a close one, I know.
Radha and Prava.
We're in the grand final of MKR! Oh, we're not going to sleep until that grand final comes.
Congratulations.
You're that close to perhaps winning this.
Oh, I think I've got goosebumps right now, and we're going to give it our all in that grand final. We're just so grateful. Thank you so much. We're going to be living one of our biggest dreams that we've dreamt together.
So now it's down to 2. We've watched you come so far from day one. We've eaten in your house twice. You both put your distinctive styles on the plate. You put your love, your family, your heritage. It was quality.
For both teams, there are details that could have been improved. And for one team, it was those details that made the difference.
My knees are shaking.
This has got to be the most nerve-wracking moment of my entire life.
The second team in the grand final is... Nick and Christian.
Well done.
Congratulations, boys.
Well done.
Oh my God, we're through.
We did it.
Christian, you thought you were going home, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
We're not going to let this opportunity go to waste. We've got a chance at 100K and being MKR champions.
Sonia, like, you should be so proud of yourself and your son.
It's been a joy to have you both in a competition.
Thank you for everything.
Au revoir and bonne chance.
Thank you.
I'm coming down here.
Thank
Darling,
you.
it was so gorgeous.
I got 3 hugs from Nigella.
I've got my prize.
I've got it. I've won. Thank you.
I'm gonna cry now.
Aww.
It's been an absolutely amazing experience, and I don't say that lightly.
I'm so, so grateful for how far we have come, how strong you've been. Look, our teamwork wasn't great today, but our teamwork has come a long way. I'm proud of you, Mum. Well done.
Rada Prabha, Nick and Christian, our grand finalists, MKR 2023.
Congratulations. Nick and Christian, you better bring your game on.
It's going to test every single part of our culinary brains, but we're here to win this competition.